Hello everyone, this is R.S. Miller at the endtimenews.org and today is August 27th, 2013. This is your Fast Track Report. Moscow and China both warn against attacking Syria. The Russian Foreign Ministry warned the U.S. again Tuesday that an attack on Syria would cause new suffering in Syria and catastrophic consequences for other countries of the Middle East and Africa. Ahead of a UN Security Council meeting Wednesday, Moscow called on our American partners and world community to demonstrate prudence and strict observation of international law. China warned that an attack on Syria would be dangerous and irresponsible. Washington canceled a meeting in The Hague between a senior U.S. official and a Russian diplomat. RT.com, as well as others, have reported that the United Kingdom gathers warplanes and military hardware at its Cyprus base near Syria. Warplanes and military transporters have reportedly been moved to Britain's Akrotiri air base in Cyprus in the latest sign of an Allied forces' preparations for a military strike on Syria amid bellicose rhetoric against the Syrian government. Two commercial pilots who regularly fly from Larnaca, Cyprus, claim to have spotted C-130 transport planes from their own aircraft and small formations of possibly European fighter jets from their radar screens, according to The Guardian. Akrotiri Air Base is less than 100 miles from Syria, making it a likely hub for a bombing campaign. Residents near the airfield confirmed that to The Guardian that activity there has been much higher than normal over the past 48 hours. Meanwhile, Depkafal reports that Monday night saw one Middle East country after another, including Israel, going on high military alert after they learned that the U.S. President Barack Obama had failed to come to an understanding with Tehran on Syria and so to avert a U.S.-led operation against Syria over its chemical attacks. Jeffrey Feldman, the UN's Deputy Secretary, arrived suddenly in Tehran on Monday and was received by Foreign Minister Javad Zarif without delay. The meeting was reportedly a last-ditch effort to avoid a U.S.-led strike on Syria and to see if an agreement on Iran's nuclear ambitions could be reached, but the meeting failed. At some point during the consultation, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei issued a strong warning. He said, "If Americans attack Syria, the entire Middle East will suffer from burns." This response was the signal for orders to American military assets in the Mediterranean and Persian Gulf to go on a state of high preparedness Monday night, Depkafal's military sources report. Iran, Russia, and Syria deployed their forces in readiness for a U.S.-led attack on Syria. Syrian units were ordered to leave their bases and spread out across the country's broad open areas. The 10 military chiefs meeting in Amman focused on coordination of the joint operation against Syria, which is expected to begin shortly. Participating in the meeting, chaired by the U.S. Chief of Staff General Martin Dempsey, were the top commanders from Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Turkey, Britain, France, Germany, Italy, and Canada. The powerful message coming from U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry and the White House spokesman Jay Carney on Monday night indicated that the Obama administration was not about to back off its promise of consequences for those responsible for using chemical weapons against civilians and shocking the world's conscience. The Obama administration will seek to provide concrete evidence that President Bashar al-Assad's forces have used chemical weapons, thereby justifying American military intervention and avoiding a debacle similar to the one that ensued when the 2003 U.S.-led invasion of Iraq failed to produce a smoking gun. Two administration officials said that the U.S. was expected to make public a more formal determination of chemical weapons use on Tuesday, with an announcement of Obama's response likely to follow quickly. Both Syria and Iran issued an explicit warning to Israel if the U.S. attacks. A senior Syrian official on Monday issued a first direct warning that, if attacked, his country would retaliate against Israel. Khalaf Muftah, a senior Ba'ath Party official who used to serve as Syria's assistant information minister, said in a radio interview that Damascus would consider Israel behind the Western aggression and it will therefore come under fire. We have strategic weapons and we are capable of responding, he said. Muftah concluded with a warning that if the U.S. or Israel make the mistake of taking advantage of the chemical weapons issue, the region will go up in flames. That will affect security not only in the region, but across the world. Meanwhile, it's been reported that a U.S. aircraft carrier and accompanying warships have passed through the Suez Canal en route to the Arabian Sea, despite the strains between the U.S. and Egypt. The USS Harry Truman, along with 2 guided missile destroyers and 2 cruisers, transited the strategic canal on Sunday without incident for a mission designated to promote stability in the region and provide air support for NATO-led forces in Afghanistan, the Navy said in a statement. We've trained hard and we're ready to operate alongside our coalition partners to conduct maritime security operations to ensure stability and build trust and confidence throughout the region, Rear Admiral Kevin Sweeney, commander of the Truman Strike Group, said in a statement. Friends, the USS Harry S. Truman Battle Group has made its way into the Arabian Sea without much fanfare. From there, U.S. warplanes are well within striking range of Iran. Russia is reported to be on high military alert, as well as Syria, Iran, Israel, and other Mideast countries. President Obama plans to present concrete evidence that President Bashar al-Assad's forces have used chemical weapons, and according to unnamed officials, the order to strike Syria will come shortly after that. The president is expected to make this statement sometime today. If in fact events unfold as the Syrian and Iranian regimes threaten they will, then we could be looking at the opening shots of World War III. Are you saved? Follow the link in the box below and pray the prayer of salvation with a sincere heart, and you will be saved. May God bless you.